Well, what are we waiting for? Lights, camera, Retro Man.
G'day viewers, Retro Man here and welcome to the 80s Show. Now today I will be discussing a great movie soundtrack from the 80s. This is the album right here, guys. It's the Karate Kid soundtrack. This is one of my favourites. It was released in 1984 and it consists of 10 great songs and it runs for a breezy 35 minutes. This is a great listen, guys. I'm sure you've all seen the film. And what I'm going to do now is walk you through the 10 songs. So let's start with the first song on this album. It's called The Moment of Truth by the band Survivor. Now, this song, guys, is played at the end of the film and it really is a rousing number. I mean, it's a rock pop song. It has a great uplifting feel. There is a fearlessness to it. And it really works so well. So guys, number one, what a great start to the album. And let's move along now to number two. Now this one is called Bop Bop on the Beach. The artist is Jan and Dean with The Flirts. Now what I'll say about that song is it's played during the opening scene with Daniel and Ali when they're on the beach. And if you like the Beach Boys, guys, you can't go wrong with this little number. I mean, it really has that summertime feel. You kind of want to go to the beach with your friends. It has that surf vibe to it. And it's just a cool, carefree song. So moving right along now, guys, to number three. And we have a bit of a hard rockin' track here called No Shelter. I kind of look at this song as Johnny's theme to a degree. I mean, it is played during that moment when Daniel is kind of trying to escape Johnny and the boys, and he's got that shower curtain on him, and Johnny is trying to track him down, and they're in those skeleton outfits, and this song is just pumping during that scene. And man, I mean, it's an edgy song and it adds so much atmosphere to that scene, and it's just a really cool listen. The band, of course, is Broken Edge, and man, it's just a hard rockin' little track. And if you like, you know, rock music with a little bit of an edge and a bit of unpredictability, definitely check out No Shelter. So moving right along, guys, to number four. This one's called Young Hearts, and it's by a band called Commuter. Now, this song is just endlessly enjoyable. It's pure 80s. I just can't get enough of this one, guys. It's just a great feel song. You put it on and it's just Young Hearts. It takes you back, and there's a romanticism to it, and I just really love it. So Young Hearts is a great song, number four. And man, I mean, I'd like to hear a little bit more from Commuter. I don't know that band so well, but if they have some other classics in their repertoire, I mean, I'd like to hear them, because Young Hearts is simply a great song. So moving right along now to number five, and this one is called It Takes Two to Tango. Now this song's by Paul Davis, and what can I say? This song is sweet, it's soulful, it's romantic. Man, Paul just adds a tenderness to the lyrics, and I really like this track. I mean, it's a little different, but it's romantic and good. Anyway, guys, moving right along to number six, and Tough Love by Shandy. Shandy is a really underrated artist. I mean, this is one of the lesser known songs on there, Tough Love. But what can I say? This song kind of hits right in the middle of the album. And it's not a very well remembered song from the film. But guys, take a listen, because it does offer something. And as I said, Shandy is really an exquisite artist. Song number seven, guys, is Rhythm Man by St. Regis. This is a real funky track. It just spells 80s, guys. I mean, I can hear it now. It's just pumping in my head. It has those funky beats, as I said. And man, I just like it. It's just kind of a cool little song, and it's a little bit earwormish. It just gets to you. I really like this one, and what can I say? It adds a different flavour to this album, and it's just pure 80s. Moving right along, guys, to song number 8, and this one is called Feel the Night. This is by Buster Robinson, and this song really needs no introduction, guys, because when I say Feel the Night, you know what I'm talking about. This is the track that was laid over that scene where Daniel and Ali went on their first date at golf and stuff. This is a romantic song. It just has a great 80s vibe to it, and it is simply one of my favourite songs off the Karate Kid soundtrack. Jumping right into song number 9, guys, and this one is called Desire by Gang of Four. Now, this one is probably not your most well-known song off the Karate Kid soundtrack, but I must say, if you listen to this one closely, it has some INXS vibes. And it makes for a really cool listen, guys. So definitely check out track number 9. It might surprise you. Now, the last song on here, guys, this is an epic song. Song number 10. And this was played during the finale of the film. It is called You're the Best by Joe Bean Esposito. And this song is just amazing. I mean, it really pumps you up. It's inspirational. It just puts a spirit in you, guys, and it makes you want to strive to be the best. And I think that was really the aim of the song. It came on at that pivotal moment in the film. And I tell you what, I'm sure there are teams out there for whatever code of sport that still today play You're the Best, because it's inspirational, it picks you up, and man, it makes you want to achieve. So that rounds out the Karate Kid soundtrack. Now, there was no Bill Conti film score placed on here. This really is just the original movie soundtrack. But Bill Conti was involved, actually, with the writing of some of these great songs. I mean, he was involved with The Moment of Truth, and he was also involved with You're the Best. So he was in the background there writing some stuff for those two great songs. But if you would like to listen to the Bill Conti film score, I mean, there's just some marvellous music in the Karate Kid, and that's a different thing altogether. So guys, it was great reflecting on the Karate Kid soundtrack. I really, really enjoyed this one, guys. It's been a favourite of mine since 1984. And there's 10 great songs on here. In some ways, I like to look at this as there's 8 really killer tracks, and there's 2 others that will really grow on you, and it makes for a neat 10. And as I said at the start of the video, 35 minutes is all it takes to get through this album, and you'll just want to listen to it and listen to it, because it really brings back those 80s vibes. And it just takes you back to the movie. I mean, you get all these flashbacks in your mind, and it's just a great mix of emotions. So this is the Karate Kid soundtrack from 1984. Tell me in the comments below, guys, is this a staple in your collection? Do you like the Karate Kid soundtrack? Tell me what your favourite song is in the comments below. And guys, I think 2 of my favourites are song number 1, The Moment of Truth, and song number 10, You're the Best. But I really have a soft spot, guys, for, let me see here, Feel the Night. That's the song there, number 8 by Buster Robinson. And I think that's a great song as well. So you can't beat it, the Karate Kid soundtrack. Now, guys, if you've been watching the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button and subscribe, guys. And a like, a thumbs up would really help. And also check out some of my other videos on the channel. I have some more Karate Kid videos out there. In fact, I have a video on Ralph Macchio's book, his biography, called Waxing On. That's a really great read, guys. So check out my video on that one. And if you're into the spin-off TV show Cobra Kai, guys, I also have a great video on The Kick-Ass Guide to Cobra Kai, which is a really cool read. So guys, I do a complete walkthrough of that book, and that is now playing on the channel, so definitely check that out as well. So anyway guys, it was an absolute pleasure. The Karate Kid soundtrack from '84, and you will see me again very soon. But until then guys, this is Retro Man, living the dream, 80s style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang and just as impactful as a Miyagi training session. Ouch! Please subscribe and good night, viewers.